Hey everyone, this is Hannah with the Rocket Miner. For today's update, just wanted to go over some new COVID-19 information. Thankfully there's some good news with that today, but wanted to give some updates on different situations involving that, and then just some community updates and some information as we look at the Labor Day weekend coming up. So with COVID-19 for Wyoming today, we have a total of 3,939 cases, that's confirmed and probable cases for the state. So we're almost up to 4,000, but not quite there yet. Thankfully, we do have a total of 3,290 recoveries. And for today, we are at 608 active cases in Wyoming, and that is going down some. It's down 13 since yesterday, which is good. Getting closer towards that 600 mark. Hopefully we can get that active number below 600 and just keep going down from there. And as far as Sweetwater County goes, we have 14 active cases here in Sweetwater County, and that's looking at the Wyoming Department of Health numbers and the Memorial Hospital numbers on recoveries. So that number's doing okay. Obviously we still want to get it down. It'd be best if we had 0 active cases here, but right now we have 14. With COVID, one of the not as good updates involves the University of Wyoming and some recent cases that they've seen there and the effects that those have had. So the university announced that they are going to pause their phased return to classes for the fall semester. This was a plan that they'd had in place, and they'd said earlier this week that if 5 or more positive tests of students and employees happened in a single day, they would take a pause that would last for 5 business days, during which the officials would examine the outbreak and decide on their next steps. So after saying that earlier this week, then yesterday, there were 5 students in one day who tested positive, so they did go ahead and go through with that pause, and that's going to last for 5 days. And this comes after learning about other cases at the university as well. They learned earlier this week that there were some COVID-19 infections that were stemming from students gathering off campus, and that led to the school quarantining nearly 50 students since the beginning of this week. All of this was reported by the Casper Star-Tribune. They said that for now, since so many students are quarantining, and then with the new cases that were confirmed and this decision to pause, students have been told to shelter in place during this pause, to only interact with the people who live close to them, either in their household or on their floor if they're in the residence halls. For the next few days, all classes are going to continue being held online, and all in-person activities are suspended. So this 5-day pause is going to end on September 9th, which is 2 days after the school was originally expected to resume some of their in-person learning. So during this pause, the officials, as I said, will go over the cases, see where things are at, and they'll have to decide what their plan is going forward, and if they want to do any in-person learning this semester or want to go totally virtual. So we'll know more about the university's plans after this period. Thankfully, we haven't heard any reports yet of COVID cases or outbreaks connected to any of the community colleges across Wyoming, even those who are doing in-person classes already, which includes Western Wyoming Community College. They've been in person, but thankfully haven't heard of any cases there, so we hope that continues to be the case. We also recently got some updates from Memorial Hospital of Sweetwater County. They had their board meeting yesterday afternoon, and Kim White, the incident commander, gave some updates and some good news as far as what's going on at the hospital, specifically related to COVID-19. She said that they are doing better now on having all of the PPE that they need, that personal protective equipment. They were having trouble purchasing masks for a while, and they are still having trouble with purchasing disposable N95 masks, but thankfully they were able to purchase reusable N95 masks that have filters. So that is helping meet their need for the PPE right now. They gave excuse me, some updates on testing numbers. So as of yesterday, they had reported a total of 6,504 antigen tests with 268 positive results. She said that overall this is a 4.3% positive rate, but the good news is that that rate has improved in the past 2 weeks. They've done 757 tests and have only had 16 positives out of those, which is a rate of 2.2%. So hopefully that trend will continue to see less positive test results and less confirmed cases. She also said that no additional hospital employees have tested positive for COVID-19 and none are currently quarantined for it. So all the employees are doing well right now. And then the hospital also recently gave us a press release with more information about their visitation rules. Visitation at the hospital is still limited in order to protect the health and safety of the patients and the staff and the whole community. So there are limits and there are restrictions and rules about what visitations are allowed. So you can read that at rocketmeyer.com to get more details and specifics about that. But also, the hospital is looking to the future and making plans and getting excited about upcoming events, especially with October coming up, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which the hospital always does a lot to get behind and support that. So they're going to have the annual Paint the Town Pink competition. That's going to be happening again this year. So businesses are encouraged to participate in that, and the public will be able to vote and pick their favorites in Rock Springs and Green River. And then for October, the hospital is also going to be doing a scavenger hunt, which they're calling the Hindsight 2020 Scavenger Hunt. And that'll be on October 3rd. And it will be done through the Goose Chase app. And there will be 10 different missions. There will be places to go and things to do. And there will be prizes involved and a raffle. And it's just to encourage everyone to be proactive about their health. So those are updates with where the hospital's at and things coming up to look forward to. And also for this weekend, everyone's looking forward to the Labor Day holiday and the long weekend. And with that and anticipating celebrations for that, there are just reminders to everyone to be safe and be careful. And specifically, Sweetwater County Law Enforcement is reminding everybody about the dangers of impaired driving and trying to get drunk drivers off the roads and to save lives and protect people over the weekend. So beginning tomorrow and continuing through Monday, there are going to be additional officers, deputies, and troopers who will all be on duty throughout Sweetwater County. And they said they're going to show zero tolerance for drunk driving through the weekend, and specifically be more on the lookout for it as more is expected this weekend with celebrations. So they're just encouraging everyone to be smart and be safe, plan a designated driver or have public transportation if you're going to drink, report any drunk driving that you see, and make sure that you're taking care of your friends and making sure that they don't drink and drive either. So just wanting everyone to be safe and careful, and I would add to that my own personal encouragement to be safe as far as COVID-19 goes. As I said, the numbers are going down, our active cases have gone down, we're doing okay in Sweetwater County right now, and I would hate to see those numbers spike again. That tends to happen after holiday weekends. We've kind of seen that trend already as people have celebrations and they gather in bars or have house parties. I would just encourage everyone to think about that and be careful and safe. Don't gather in huge groups. don't do things without taking precautions like social distancing and wearing masks. So just want everyone to be safe and to be careful and to have a good holiday weekend that doesn't have negative repercussions. And also then, as we're looking forward to the weekend, we're expecting some pretty strange weather to happen just within the next few days, and some pretty drastic shifts. So for Saturday and Sunday, we're expected to see some record high temperatures across Wyoming. For Rock Springs, it's expected to get up to about 92 or 93 degrees on those days. And the current record high is 89 degrees for both of them, so that could break the record. And also, there's going to be another fire weather watch in effect from noon on Saturday until 8 p.m. on Sunday. So expected to be really warm, really hazardous fire conditions on those days. But then starting Monday night, there's going to be a really drastic shift and change, as temperatures are expected to drop probably by about 50 degrees from Monday afternoon to Monday night. And then there's precipitation expected on Monday night, so with that low being down around 31, definitely expecting some rain and potentially some snow showers late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. And then the potential for snow is extending into Tuesday and Wednesday as well. And the high on Tuesday is only expected to be at 49 degrees. So over the next few days, we're going to go from record highs to potential snow, which is, it's fall in Wyoming, so it's not too surprising, but it is pretty drastic within the period of a couple days. So that's something to keep in mind for this weekend and be prepared for in the upcoming days as well. So that's all the updates I have for today. Thank you for listening. Keep checking back with us for more news and updates, and I hope everyone has a good Labor Day weekend, and I hope everyone has a good night.